Hello friends, welcome to another video. In this video especially, we are going to see how to use TradingView and investing.com, both of them, because this is going to be more of a series of basics that we are understanding till now. And I'll be putting this video across into that part. So we'll be going across through TradingView and investing.com. You need to first of all register on that, and probably from there, it's all free. You don't have to pay anything to the website that's specifically only apart from any specific tools that you are using. So I use both of them. I'll tell you the advantage of both of them one by one, but firstly, let's go and see things how they are, right? Uh, so probably first thing is you need to register, go on their website. This is basically investing.com, the website, right? And if you are an international user, probably as per your country of choice, you can just log in into that, and then you'll be able to get a login ID password. Get into that, and then this is a similar kind of screen that you will be getting, right? So what you need to do is, let's say for example, we are going on Nifty. So what I do is I type NIFTY Nifty. I get into Nifty. So Nifty 50 is what we will be getting, right? So this is basically to get a chart of the stock or index that we want to trade, right? So once you go, you'll be finding something like this, right? So it would be overview, chart, news and analysis, technical, community, and rest of the things which are there, right? So if you want to go through all the things, definitely you can go through that and try to research more about that. What is important for us is the chart. So I click on the chart, right? Once I click on chart, this is a screen that I would be getting, right? So what I do is I click on this arrow so that the screen would be zoomed, right? So this is the screen that we get, right? Now let's go through certain things which are there. Now, first of all, this is a complete chart that we get, right? This is the initial part. So you get volumes also. At this time, we won't be requiring volumes, but we are just trying to see the basic things, right? See, NSCI is there. If you click over here, you'll be able to get other stocks that we need to type in, right? So you can do that, right? Uh, so what are the important things that we have? First is the time frame which has been given. Let's say, for example, if I click 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 day, or probably we get a complete range of time frames that we have, starting from the biggest one, which is monthly. Then we have weekly, daily, 5 hours, 4 hours, and then it goes to the minutes part. The smallest one being 1 minute. Of course, there are charts which gives you finer ones less than 1 minute also, but those are mostly paid ones. We see that into trading view also, right? So this is the time frame which has been given, right? Apart from that, you have this format of candlesticks. Let's go through that also. We have something for bars, then we have candles. Let's move on to the candlesticks for candles. So you'll be getting the change which is there in terms of candlesticks, right? And if you want to go for others also, which generally people use, hollow candles or maybe Heikenaishi candles. Heikenaishi is one of the things which is mostly being used. It depends upon you how do you want to use it, but just these are the various types of candlesticks which are there, right? Let's go to the next part. This is more of settings. If you go into the setting part, you'll be able to change the colors of the candles and rest of the parts, right? I'm not going much into the details, but yes, just trying to see you. Next is the most important thing that we have. This is indicators, right? So if you click over here, you'll be getting all the indicators. Let's say, for example, I click in RSI. So RSI click, I immediately get the details for RSI, right? I want MACD. So you'll be getting MACD. So another block would be there, which you'll be getting for MACD. And then if you get into the settings, let's say, for example, here, I click on the formats or the settings part. I'd be able to change it. Let's say, for example, I'm changing it to 36, just for my own reference. And here I'm going for 64 and here 36, which is the standard values that I use. And probably the pilot, I'll change it for a darker one, right? So this is how you'd be able to change MACD accordingly. I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, MACD, I'm just darkening it. I mean, it depends. generally I am 40 plus, so probably it becomes much more easier for me to get it visible because of losing eyesight, or maybe anyone has any kind of problems. The faster length I want to make it to 18 and the slower one to 36. Yes, I can make the changes accordingly for that part. So all the changes you'll be finding it into this parts, that is indicators, right? This is for comparison purpose. I mostly don't use it, right? This is for maybe alarms. If you need to set down alarms for any of the levels which is there for any of the stocks, you'll be able to do that, right? So on the horizontal part, we have seen all the things together, right? Here we'll be seeing screens. This is generally to take screenshots. I'll just tell you example. For example, I click on it. I am able to take a screenshot of this part. So probably at time, it just takes time. So you can save image altogether. And after that, saving that image, you can save it at various locations that you want. And from there, if you want to put it across, let's say what I do from my side is mostly in our channel, which is unit of technical analysis. I generally put down this kind of screens, or maybe taking snaps and then putting it across in the screen. It's not very comfortable taking snaps from your mobile and then sending it across. So it's a much more easier way, right? Then we have something called as screens. So you can have selected screen layouts also. For example, if I need to have two charts together, which I generally use, especially for, let's say, stocks. I try to use that with various indicators together. So I prefer using two layouts together on that part. If I need to do a comparison, on one side there is, let's say, Nifty, and on the other side, which is Reliance. So I need to have that comparison to be used. I definitely would be able to use that. For example, let's say, let's try to do that change. I change it across to Reliance. So Reliance. So this is a chart of Reliance, and this is there for Nifty. So I'm able to compare both of them to get the one part. So I don't have to go for maybe just uh, snapping across from one window to another one. So this becomes much more easier. And if I want, I can save it across. So let's say this is for load and this is for save. So I'll save this layout as Nifty Reliance, right? So I'm able to save that. Right, and if I need to load that, or probably let's say I've gone to some other one, let's say I've gone to Bitcoins, and from there I need to again change it back to, so from here I'll be able to load various ones. For example, from here I again go to Nifty Reliance. So I'm able to get back from there to my original screen, which is there, which I have saved. So this is how you'll be able to do together. And then you can have various options like save chart layout is there. You can have layouts which have been saved. If you want to rename that layout which is there, you can do that also. So all those changes, you are able to do that, right? I am going back to the single screen, not going to double screen, just for clarity purpose. So here we have two axes. I'll try to probably remove this indicators also because it's not of use to us this day, right? So what we have is, this is our x-axis. What does s-axis say? X-axis talks about the time period which is there. So x-axis can be in terms of years, or maybe in months, or week, days, or in terms of hours also, or in terms of minutes also. It depends on the time frame that you're using. For example, if this is daily, all the candles would be of daily time frame, depending on the number of days. For example, from March it has been started, so all the days till June would be given over here. This is only trading days. It doesn't count the actual calendar days, but you can have some options. We'll see that soon, how you'll be able to see those options also together. So we have seen all the things together, which is on the horizontal panel. Let's see what is there on the vertical panel on left hand side. So as we see on x-axis, we have time, which is there, and on the y-axis we have price. So everything which has been related to price and time, these are the only two factors which are there. Rest is all indicators or suggestions, and rest of the parts which are there. But the important thing that we have is always in terms of time and price. That's it, right? So we go on the left hand side. We have something for cursor. If you want to change the cursor, definitely you can do that. I use cross, right? Second is you have this trend line. For example, yesterday we saw trend line. How you need to draw that? You need to have extension, arrows, falana, dikana, whatever things are there. You can just go through these things together. So this is probably for a line or trend line, horizontal, vertical, all these things, arrows. You can be able to draw that. For example, let's say I draw a line probably from here to here, right? So just giving an example. I need to draw something on the top side also. I'll be able to draw this with the help of this line. And for accuracy purpose, if I want to go, I can just go over into the settings and then change the coordinates which have been required for me, right? For the this is for the price and this is for the bars. For example, if I need to change this bar, I can accordingly do that. I can go to a closer bar. This can also be done. So price as well as bar number can be changed. Bar number is more of your location in terms of dates or the time period which is there, right? Then we have various things together. Mostly we have something called as Fibonacci retracement, which we generally use, right? And other type of options that we have. For example, let's say Gann square is there, Gann fan is there, Gann box is there, pitchfork is there. So it depends upon your study, what you want to use. Together you can use that. Here all the things are there. Probably you need to get into the details and then one by one you will be able to understand what are the tools which are to be used. Right, we go to the next one. This we have rectangles, rectangular squares, ellipse, triangles, circles, which are there together, which you'll be able to use. For example, I use it for marking various purposes together. Let's say I want to just mark it, or probably I use something like a rectangle, where I know that, okay, fine, this is the price, or maybe this is a range which has been created. So I can use it for that purpose. Whenever I know that, okay, fine, something is moving out of that part, probably this is a breakout, right? So if you want to change the colors, you'll be able to do that in terms of style. So this is the color. I need to go for a lighter one. I'll be able to do that. Even lighter one, I'll be able to do that also. Background, if I need to change that, yes, I can change the lighter background also, or whatever things are there, right? So just giving us various options together. So here, like rectangle, rotated rectangle is there. Then we have ellipse, triangle, polylines, curve. Curves are generally used for cup and handle and other things together, right? Then we go to the next one, next tab. This is text. You can have various type of text, or you need to write something which is there, because during the market time it becomes very much difficult to focus on various things. So what we can do best is you can just write down text. Okay, this is a breakout level, important point, this is 50% reversal, this is 0.236 level, or something like that. Whatever you feel is important, you can just write down those things together at that point. Let's say, for example, I need to write a test. I write out box breakout. So I can do that immediately. So I know that, okay, fine, this is a box, and when you get a breakout from these levels, it becomes easier. Then we go to the next tab. This tab has various tools. For example, it is XABCD. This has been mostly used by harmonic traders. These are various types of patterns which have been formed. Cipher is there, ABCD pattern is there, triangular pattern is there, head and shoulders, Elliott wave which is there. So Elliott waves, again, you have different types of waves which are there, which you can measure. You can have cyclic lines. Let's say, for example, you will find one of the XABCD pattern. So for XABCD pattern, what it is, I go to probably this point. So this is X, this is my A, this is my B, this is my C, and this is my D. So if you are into harmonics, you'll be able to understand how we should be able to draw these things together. Right? Just taking examples. So here we saw various patterns, mostly being used for harmonics as well as Elliott wave, or you can have cycle calculations which are there. For example, if I know about time cycles, I'll be able to use that. For example, let's say this was my high, and after 90 days, I got one more high, right? So I'll be just able to change it across to the bottom. And know that, okay, fine, these are the various cycles which have been formed from to high to high. So this can be first one, this can be second one. After that, probably I should be hitting something over here, right? And the next high cycle probably should be at a location somewhere on this part. So these are just giving examples together how we would be able to do that, right? We get to the next tool. Here we have long positions, short positions, forecast, date range. For example, let's say date range is there. I have a date range. Probably I need to find out a high to high ratio. So I start from here. I go to this location. What happened? Date range. So here I come to know that, okay, fine, this is 91 bars. So I need to go and find out how much is the low part. From year to year, I get somewhere around 49 days. So there are two things which are important to note down. One is 91 days is the calendar days which are there, and 63 is the number of bars. So this is trading days. So probably if you need to just find out, this becomes much more easier to find out. Again, over here, if you see, this is 33 bars and 49 days. So 49 is calendar days and 33 is the number of trading days which are there into this part. Right? Again, we find something more of like time frame which is there. So time frame mostly I use whenever I need to know the various types of time frame which have been happening, or maybe upward movement. Let's say from year to year, I know that has been an upward movement of somewhere around 500 points. So from year to year, again, I know that, okay, fine, if there is going to be an upward movement, how much that is going to be approximately? Is it going to be the same or something different? Again, 500, 600 points. So here, and this way, we will be able to find out probably the range of the price which is there, how much points it has been going for, right? Just examples that we are doing. This probably are various signals which you can use. This is only for reference purpose. You can always use that wherever you need to put down a thumbs up or other things. So these are mostly scales. If you need to measure out points, movements, you can do with the help of that. Magnet mode lock, which probably I generally don't use, right? And yep, more of this are all things which are there. Let's try to see it in investing.com also. Are this we are there in investing.com? I beg your pardon. We'll go to trading view, right? So trading view, this is probably the first screen that we get after you log in. So for me, it's already been done a login. Go to products, you find charts and you click on that. Right. So probably loading may take some time because I have my charts which have been saved. The disadvantage with tradingview.com is it doesn't allow you to save much charts like investing.com. Investing.com, you can save thousands of charts together. Here, probably you can do it in a different way. I'll just talk about that also. Let the chart just load in. Otherwise, investing.com and tradingview.com is almost the same. Tradingview.com is the basic one. Why? I'll tell you. If you go to investing.com, it will always say, let's say, for example, if I have taken a screen and if I save this chart, it will say powered by tradingview.com, right? So this is always TradingView is the basic part. Just wanted to make you understand, that's it, nothing more than that. So this is what tradingview.com looks like. You have multiple options of chatting, doing rest of the things together, but we'll try to stick to the basic parts. Excuse me, guys. Like for example, here it is Dow Jones and here we have Nifty. So you can select your chart which is there. Probably I've placed Nifty also, I placed Reliance also, I put Bitcoin also, Dow Jones also. So anything which is there, which I have to go through, I just put it across, right? And you can also write down your ideas. For example, these are my ideas which have been put across. This have been put down a long time back. So you can do that with tradingview.com. Right? If you want to subscribe to that part, definitely you can do that. You can get messages altogether for other people that you have subscribed, right? You can put down alerts also, notifications also, right? So let's go back to our basic things, right? Here also you have the same things: x-axis, y-axis, time, and price, right? Here we also get time frames, right? 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, right? And here you have something in seconds also, but this is probably for paid parts. We don't require that 1 second because we are not going to trade in any shorter time frames, right? Then you have candles, then we have indicators as we saw over there. If you want to put down alerts, you can do that. If you want to save down charts, definitely you can do that also. Or mostly here it has been auto saved every 2-3 minutes. And then we have something called as settings, and again the same things called as snaps, right? So almost this screen is same. Why? Because this screen is being used by investing.com also. Then we have the tools, again the same kind of tools, lines. Then we have over here Fibonacci, Pitchfork, Gann box. Again, it is the same thing. Third thing, brush, highlighters, rectangle, circle, ellipse, curve. Probably 1-2 additional over here in tradingview.com. Then again, text, ideas, tweet, falana, dikana, things, what you want to put down, label across, you can do that. XABCD, other form of harmonics, Elliott view, which you want to put down, right? I'll just give you an example of Elliott view. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Oh, sorry, that is 0, 1, 2, and we go to 3. Probably we're finding a 4 over here. And then probably a 5. Just giving an example. Or I can say the 5 is on top, the 4 is here, and the 3 is around. So this is how it will be looking like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Let's go to the next parts. Long position, short position that we saw, date range, price range. Right? Most of the things I try to mark in my parts also. I'll just give you examples. One day you get on getting this kind of advertisements which are there, so you need to just click on the cross. That's it. No harm in getting those ads if you are using things for free. Excuse me, guys. You can put down lines and then bars and all those things together which have been used over here, right? So this is the basic things which are there. You can use either of them, TradingView as well as investing.com. Investing.com, yes, the advantage is like you can have n number of trades or maybe charts being saved across, so it becomes easier. You can also put down alerts so you can get charts wherever required, where have been required, one by one for all these things, right? So you have any kind of doubts, for that purpose you can always get back to us. And we have this channel, Unit of Technical Analysis for Trading. You can go over there. Please do subscribe, like the videos and comment on the videos so that we are able to get your comments. It's good that people are putting across comments, so I'll request you guys again the same thing, to place down your comments so that it becomes easier for all of us to understand. Or if you have any doubts, you can always get back to us. This is our Telegram channel by the name of Unit of Technical Analysis. You can just write that into Telegram and you will be able to get this, and just subscribe. This is free, completely free. You don't have to do anything else for that. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and we'll get back to you with another video soon. Thank you.